This Organized Chaos video is brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you. Wallace and Gromit fan, it's good to see you here, but who is Eric? Who is this Eric July fellow? I've not heard of this guy. We're gonna be looking at Deric August video today. Maybe they're related. I had a request, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up with the video that Deric did immediately after our pleasant conversation. Some people call it debate. It was a pleasant conversation where he definitely didn't threaten to assault me. Very pleasant conversation that we had. But yeah, he did a video following it up called Mind Struggle. I mean, What We Endure. Yeah, it was called What We Endure. That's it. Yeah. It definitely wasn't called Mind something. But yeah, let's I guess it's a serious rant, guys. This is a serious rant.
I want to get straight to the point, and this is more of a serious topic. A lot of you guys have probably seen some of my Monetize Your Haters playlist videos, which consists of videos and streams in which I respond to or debate with my detractors. Almost none of these are conflicts that I initiate. I'm almost always the responding agency, but I do this because of two reasons. One, which
he almost never initiates. Now, I will say, the only reason I ever did a video on him was because his followers were saying I would never do a video on him, and then I looked into him and found out, yeah, he's a bully. So, like, smaller channels like mine, yeah, he never did a direct response to me ever before I started addressing him. That being said, he attacks people fairly regularly. We covered on Fandom Initiative how he went after Ebony Warrior for that, just that nice little Lord of the Rings video he did. I don't know if you guys saw it. I can play it after this. But, yeah, just the idea that that he doesn't throw around shit and then people just come after him. It's a victim complex thing. Deric here is the biggest bully, at least one of the biggest bullies on YouTube that I know of. It's essentially, he's a Comicsgater without the name Comicsgate. But he does all the same Comicsgate stuff.
Which is the obvious. I'm going to make a lot of money. These are by far my most viewed streams, and you all love them. But the other reason is because haters hate. People that think they can be ignored away are just people that probably have never been in positions of folks like myself. Their job is to hate, no matter how nice.
Your job is to hate for the blaze. That is literally your job. Your job is to pick fights for the blaze, to make fun, to essentially defend the white man, to make fun of women and minorities in media, whether they be the writers or just characters. Your job is to just go after them for the blaze. That is your job. If anybody defends them or if they defend themselves, then you go after them. That's your job, man. Don't get upset when people call you out on it.
You are, they're going to do it. So you might as well monetize them. And for the ones that are just bad.
Yeah, and Eric, I want to thank you. I'm doing this video. I'm monetizing you right now, buddy. So thank you. And it's a good face. It's a good face.
Actors, their shameful behavior deserves to be mocked and shamed. And that's
true. Your shameful behavior. This is a self-report, guys. This is a self-report. This is him doing inner reflection. And he's saying it's other people, but it's him. It's him.
What I want to talk to you about in this video. Let me show you an example of this.
If you're such a big person, why are you so triggered by this person calling you a clown?
I don't think that I reject the premise first and foremost, in that this isn't being triggered. So I reject the premise.
You're rejecting facts.
No, it's not a fact.
You're rejecting facts.
Why, all right. So what did you?
Why did I say that's untrue?
Why? Well, what you said, because you call using the term triggered. I reject that usage. I reject.
This is his slam dunk against me. When I forgot that I used the phrase triggered. You know, that's bad. You know, I forgot I used a word, and he's gonna be like, "Aha, I got you." if that's the only clippable moment from a debate, man, that's not a good look.
Check the usage that just because I responded to something means I triggered.
That word.
Did you not just say triggered? Chat. Everybody correct us if he just said triggered, correct?
Oh, I did. I misremembered. Deric. I won't want to call you by your wrong name. Deric. Mr. August. Yeah, I said triggered. I misremembered using that word. I actually tried to avoid using that word because I know figures like him like to get really upset when you use that word. So I tried to avoid it, and I accidentally used it, and yeah, he caught me, and yeah. Is this the best clip you got from the debate, man? Is this all you got?
Correct. I want to make sure that I'm not tripping. Did he not just say that I was triggered? Did he not just say that, right? All right, chat.
I mean, you could
all right,
say
so chat.
I implied it, if nothing else. I don't recall saying that.
All right, you just said it. So, man.
I mean, as you can see in the debate, I go ahead and just give him credit for it and move on. So, I mean, thank you for at least leaving that part in, dude.
And it's hard to believe that you're acting in good faith when you just said it, and now you're trying. You just lied, right? You just lied and said that you.
Wow. Yeah. I remember him like he jumped on me for that, and it's like, dude, I misremembered. There's a difference, dude.
Didn't say it.
Wow.
This guy was so obsessed with being on the opposite end of me that he forgot he used the term within like 10 seconds. He attempts to gaslight.
Yeah, I'm certain you've never brain farted in your life.
Or flat out lie about the usage.
No, I gave you credit for it, dude. I said maybe I did. I at least implied it. That was me saying I don't remember using it, but I at least implied it. And yeah, I did do it.
This is obviously not a person acting in good faith. These are...
Really? A brain fart means you're not acting in good faith. Wow, these guys are really grasping at straws. This is pathetic, man.
Ideologically obsessed people.
He's doing this because he doesn't want to actually deal with the points I brought up during that debate. He doesn't want to actually tackle any actual points I brought up. He wants to dance around it and be like, oh, he brain fart. That means it's not good faith. And I'm getting sick of that term. I'm getting sick of that term, good faith and bad faith. I'm getting sick of it. Because these guys are... Deric here is one of the most bad faith bastards on the internet. So no.
that have conjured up boogeymen in their own brains, and that's the source of their problem. We make light of it, we turn it into fun, and we make fun of them. But in all seriousness, the intent of their actions isn't funny at all. This isn't about mere criticisms or disagreements. They'll try to make it about that or make it sound like that's what it's about. We can have...
Okay, this is actually about you being a bully, Eric, but let's see what you're gonna gaslight your audience into thinking. Let's see.
Have good and bad takes, and we can disagree all day long on the latest comic book or movie or TV show. If you feel someone is acting in error, you're free to dispute. The problem is that these types flat out lie, presenting slanderous and libelous claims. This is where it gets a little dark. I can't speak for every creator on our corner of the internet, but from myself to Neurotic to Critical Drinker to Razorfist and everybody in between, we've all dealt with our share of weirdos online. But if our detractors dealt with the level of disrespect that we have, most of them would have probably harmed themselves. Us being thicker in skin has an odd way of incentivizing them to continue to do what they do. Though they would have a meltdown, because we can take it, they feel that they're justified in their actions.
What? What the fuck argument is this? I'm a bully, but I have thick... Dude, if you had thick skin, you wouldn't have gone for 2 hours after our debate, yelling about how I'm a fake Irishman and making up lies about my family. That's not having a thick skin. That's being a bad loser.
But these aren't just regular claims. It's one thing to say you think a take is dumb and you then explain why. It's another to initiate conflict and claim that the person is racist, whatever phobic, misogynistic, bigoted, fascist, or whatever serious terms you call them. We know these people don't actually care to protect these marginalized groups that they think they can speak on behalf of. They're only attempting to use them as tools to punish their ideological enemies.
What the fuck are you talking about? Deric? If you didn't bully people, I wouldn't care what you did. If your whole thing was, hey guys, I'm making an independent comic book called Isom. I'm going to release it. Now I'm also going to do my rap group. We're going to do some rap music for you guys. If that's what you did, I wouldn't have any argument against you. But what you do is you bully and you make up stuff about media and fandoms. You go after people for their fandoms. You go after writers. It's disgusting, man.
You see how they treat people that fall under those groups, but think differently than they do on certain subjects. All of that pro-black, pro-woman stuff goes completely out of the window. These people think of themselves as like some sort of freedom fighters. They think that they're taking down the bullies and the bad guys. This is why they have no problem initiating conflicts and then trying to play the victim.
I'm sure you've never ever initiated conflict, Deric. You are innocent. You've never ever done this. I mean, that's all you do. That is all you do. Like, you know, he brought up the triggered clip, but like this whole video isn't about me. This is about him. This is what he does. This is like his job description. This is what the Blaze pays him to do.
Any response to their foolery is, you can't take criticism, or why is he so mad? They essentially throw their hands and then hide them behind their backs. No matter how egregious the claim is or what the ramifications are, they think they're always justified in their actions because they're sticking it to the evil people. This is why reason does not work with these types. Their reactions are purely emotional. But let's get to the real. Their intention is to end you or your reputation. For example, we've seen these
Are we serious? Are we serious? Oh, we gotta play some clips. Okay. Let me grab some clips here.
Right? This is why I know he didn't come. He talking about Irish. I don't think he came from the Irish. He too chicken shit to come from the Irish. They built too tough for that. They built far too fucking tough. Said German. Maybe he did come from the fucking Nazis. Potentially, but he didn't come from no motherfucking Irish. He too much of a bitch. And we know he didn't come from...
These are logical arguments, guys. This is logical arguments.
The fucking, the Scandinavians, he too much of a hoe. The boys was too tough. So maybe he did come from the fucking Germans and it was from the bitch-ass Nazis. Maybe he did. Some people said he French. You think he French? Maybe. He ain't. We know he ain't, like, you know, Irish are too tough.
These are logical, intellectual points, guys. He's not using emotion. These are logical arguments. I can't fight up against these logic arguments. He's hitting.
Irish are too tough. He can't be Irish. He said he's Irish and German. Ain't no fucking way. He too much of a bitch. The Irish are way too fucking tough for him to be talking like that. Like, you know, ain't no way. He too soft. Too soft. Straight up. Too fucking soft. You an inch shorter than me. And I got more on you, but I'm built. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no fucking, like, you see what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually built. I'm built for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not fucking, like, this is a solid 215.
This is a logic argument, guys. I can't argue against this.
You see what I'm saying? Right? Solid. Look at this. This is it's a solid 215. Right? I'm built like a goddamn brick. You 200 pounds and doughy. I got 15 more pounds on you and I'm more muscular than you. You 5'11", 200, and doughy, because he didn't respond, because he know it. Motherfucker ain't never done nothing athletic in his fucking life. You unathletic, and you talking about me, and you don't take care of yourself. You 5'11", 200, meaning you fat, because you're not athletic. It's one thing if you're carrying it like this, right? Because I'm only an inch taller than you, right? It's one thing if you're carrying it like this.
It's one thing if you're carrying it like this, okay? Okay?
Carrying it like this, bet. But you not built like that. You ain't wearing no fucking tank tops because you ain't built like that. See, what? Go what you talking about? What are you fucking talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, Robert, look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
What? And I'm bulking, son. Like I ain't even hit.
Did you know he hasn't hit peak performance yet? He hasn't. You can tell by looking at him. He hasn't hit peak performance.
He ain't hit peak performance yet.
Oh, thank God he brought it up.
I'm just getting started. What you talking about? What boy? What the boys talking about? Hold up. What them boys talking about? What them boys talking about? What y'all talking about? Like this is an honest angle, right? No flexing, no nothing.
Guys, it's an honest angle.
Honest angle, right? What you talking about? 5'11", out of shape. We know he a bitch. We know he come from his, like I said, that's genetic. That soy's genetic. Like whatever. Oh, I don't know if it's soy.
That's always genetic, guys. That's a logic argument, by the way.
But it's genetic. All that, like, he ain't coming from fucking no. He ain't coming from. He said he's Irish. Ain't nobody. Irish too tough for that. You ain't coming from no Irish people. You too soft for that. This ain't about any. Ain't no tough guy. No, all I'm saying, he fat. You talking too loud, too aggressively, and it'd be too much of a bitch. That's all I'm saying. I'm giving him advice.
See? Those are logic arguments, guys. I can't argue. I cannot handle that logic. This is a man that knows logic, okay?
Nonsensical claims get people fired from their jobs. They want your livelihoods to be taken away from you. They'd settle for having you completely removed from any space that you share or occupy alongside them.
Actually, no. No, I just don't want you to bully people. That's it. Deric, if you woke up tomorrow morning and said, you know what, God, I really hate what I'm doing. I hate that I'm bullying people. You know what? I just want to make ISOM. I want to write ISOM. I want to, get multiple issues out a year. Maybe get some spin-offs going. I just want to do ISOM. You woke up and you just did that. And you started doing your channel. Here's how ISOM's going. Here's how the next issue is going. If you did that, you know what I would say? I would say good for you. Good for you, man. I hope it works out well for you. But that's not what you do. You pick fights. You bully people. Now, you didn't pick a fight with me, but you know what? I'm fine calling out people like you for being just, you're weaponizing your 500,000 followers to bully people.
That's their ultimate goal. They want to paint you as this evil thing, and then they don't care if they have to lie to get there. Their minds are already made up, and anything short.
Deric, do you mind pointing out a lie that I said? Outside of the triggered thing, which actually is a brain fart. I won't even call that a lie. That was a brain fart. That was me misremembering. And even in the debate, I gave you credit for it. So, you gonna give me a lie?
Of submission is unacceptable to them. The fact that someone can have an opinion on, let's say, a Star Wars movie or a show, and you take that to mean that they somehow hate black people shows just how insane these people are. But they think...
No, I don't have that argument. I've never had that argument. But when your argument on this critique is always pointing out the women or minority characters and always complaining about them, then I'm going to call that out, because that's kind of obvious what that is. Especially when it hasn't even come out. When you're complaining about a character in a piece of media from a trailer, which you just did. You just did for April O'Neil in the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. A character in a trailer. There's nothing else to call that, man. That's racism. And that is your job at the Blaze. Your job at the Blaze is to be the black man who does racist shit. That's who you are, Deric. Let's call it simply what it is. You're the Blaze's token.
I think that it's permissible because, again, they made up a boogeyman in their heads. You are that according to them, and that can't be deviated from its peak intellectual dishonesty. We know that they won't engage with you in good faith dialogue. I personally think that
Deric, when we first started talking, you threatened me. Now, I didn't think it was a threat. I thought maybe you were talking about just doing like a debate if we're ever at Comic-Con. But later on, you made it quite clear, no, you were threatening me. I know technically you weren't. But that's what you were definitely implying. Do you think that's a good way to begin a good faith dialogue? Do you think that's a good way to begin any sort of dialogue? Implied threats? I don't think so.
These people should be pulled up on in real life. I'm not saying that to suggest violence. That's stupid. But
Oh, you're not saying it to suggest violence. Okay, let me pull up another clip here. You probably shouldn't be saying shit like this, Deric. Right.
All I'm saying is you in no position to be acting like you give so much about fucking the women. Your bitch ass couldn't even stay with yours. Shut the fuck up talking to me. I'm not gonna do that, right? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna use aggression on you, but all I'm saying is people done got knocked the fuck out for a lot less. And you going around, imagine someone going around, hey, you fucking hate yourself, bitch ass. Nigga, like, wait a minute, hold up. Never done anything athletic, and he talking sideways. Like I said, like he's gotta see me anyway. Don't let me go to a...
No, I actually didn't see him. He didn't share his video. I shared my video with him, but he didn't share his video with me, so I didn't see it until I was putting it together in post.
And his motherfucking ass is there. He has to see me. Right? And I ain't saying I'm gonna knock his ass out. He's like, is that a threat? Like, ain't nobody threatening you, motherfucker. We already know you can't whoop my ass. That's not what the dispute is. I'm saying we gotta have a discussion, and there might be someone that's a lot less patient than me if you going up to black people insisting that they hate themselves as a white man. They are...
Yeah, as a general rule, no. And Deric, I don't even think you hate yourself. I think you're doing it for the money.
A lot less patient than me. You go around acting like that, they gonna slap your bitch ass, right? They gonna aggress. I'm not that type of guy. I'm not that type of guy. That's not who it is that I am. But we're gonna have to hash that out. Nonetheless, like I said, people get their teeth knocked out for a lot less than that, man. You can't just go around disrespecting motherfuckers like that. You can't do that. Not saying me. Like me, I can. Like I'm not gonna kick your shit in, right? I'm not gonna kick your shit in. That I have and tell people that you commit fraud. We got this jackass in the chat. Here's this. Eric is so immature. This is how I think he says. Eric is so immature and insecure, resorting to fat jokes, making fun of his family situation and threatening physical violence. Yet somehow he's the good guy here. First of all, I didn't threaten physical violence. Like I said, he's not gonna whoop my ass. I'm a boxer, bro. I don't go around trying to get in fights with people. That shit, martial artists don't do that shit, right? I don't go around trying. I'm saying he might get his teeth knocked out by somebody else. So it's not threatening physical violence. Like I said, ain't nobody doing that shit, man. Like, I've fucking been boxing for all these years, man. Just I was fucking a teenager, man. Ain't no martial artist going to try to get in fight with motherfuckers over in there. Anybody trying to do that probably can't fight. That's all I'm saying. He good with me. At least with me, I wouldn't fucking slap him. Like, I got enough in me to be like, you know what, bro? I know you a hoe, and you don't know any better. So I'm going to advise you, with me, you can get away with that. With other people, they don't got the restraint.
Yeah, no. So technically, Deric, you are correct. You never directly threatened violence, but you implied the shit out of it. The whole, hey, I'm not going to knock you out, but someone else might. We all know your fans listen to you. You've weaponized your army of fans to be bullies. And you're essentially telling them to knock me out. That's what you're doing right there. So don't play innocent. This whole video is a self-report.
But facing your accusers and having them look you in the eye sure does have a way of changing people's energy. That would cut through a lot of this online high-siding. Face the actual person whose life you're trying to ruin, all because they think differently than you on a comic book. Look.
Nobody cares about Isom. If you want to make it about Isom, I don't care. I think it's a boring comic book, and I think it's kind of hilarious, the motivation you gave for the character. It's poorly written, but you know what, Deric? Maybe you become a better writer. Maybe you focus more on your writing and less on getting in Twitter beefs and bullying people for the blaze. And maybe you focus on becoming a writer and become a good writer and make Isom a good comic book. I would want that for you. That'd be a far better life than what you're doing.
If you're online and you have a following, people are going to talk about you. That's the point if you offer your opinion. You have to be able to handle that, and it's unreasonable to think that people wouldn't dare criticize you. But we're not discussing genuine disagreement. We're talking about liars and bad faith actors.
Okay, you used a clip where I brain farted earlier trying to say it's an example of lying when it's just brain farting. But show me an example in that entire debate where I just, flat out lie maliciously. Or when I'm genuinely just going out of bad faith. Give me an example, Deric. I'm pulling up clips from that video. Why can't you pull up more clips? I'm live right now. I'm pulling up random clips I put together for the show like a month ago when we did this. Why can't you pull up more clips? You're friggin' pre-recorded, edited right now.
I know I have some amazing supporters and y'all rock with me. You all that go to bat for some of your favorite creators, man, that means more, and it's more important than you even know. Of course, these bad actors.
I do actually genuinely feel bad for his fans, because if any of you guys are watching, Deric here is abusing you. He's abusing your trust. He's making it seem like he's a victim when he's the biggest bully out there. He wants you guys to feel like you have to attack anybody who dare, violate certain rules. And you don't. You don't. In fact, the world would be better if you didn't. The world would be better if we just all, kind of accepted each other. But there's a thing. I'm not willing to accept bullies and bigots. That's my only line in the sand. Everything else, let's discuss. Let's figure it out. Let's come to some sort of agreement. Bullies, bigots, there's no agreement to be had.
Actors even try to gaslight you because they'll say that defense is harassment. In other words,
Deric, when you go after people, is that defensive? When you point out that somebody is autistic in a chat for no reason, you know what you are doing. You are signaling to your audience to harass them. It's the exact same thing as saying pronouns in bio. And I don't even have to go to my Twitter history to know that you've used that term on Twitter. The entire point of that term is to just target somebody. To either dismiss them using a simple thing, or to signal to fans to attack this person. It's a bullying tactic, and you do it all the time.
think they should be able to say whatever they want, whatever jacked up things, and see no response because of it. True ankle-biting behavior, they want to be ignored because they want to be able to take free shit.
Ankle biting. So in this video, in the thumbnail, and in this video verbally, you've equated yourself to Nerdrotic, Critical Drinker, and Razor Fist. I haven't looked at Razor Fist numbers in a while, but I can tell you about the other two. And I can tell you the other two regularly break 100,000 views per video. Deric, you haven't done that. You rarely do that. Rarely. Sounds like you might be doing some clout chasing yourself, buddy.
Shots just tee off. Imagine being so goofy that you attempt to spread a lie or false information about someone, and then you got ratioed because of it. That's what you deserve. Now, if I was a...
You have 500,000 followers. You have the ability to ratio a lot of people. Does ratio mean that you are correct? It doesn't. I mean, a lot of your followers are a lot of the same people who go and ratio Rotten Tomatoes fan scores. If you can ratio She-Hulk, yeah, of course you can ratio a YouTuber. Come on.
Status, these more aggressive detractors would get the pantsuit off them, but it's not like...
Do it, Deric. Sue me. Sue me, because you're a grifter and you're a liar. Sue me. Prove that I'm wrong. Bring receipts. I want to see the receipts for ISOM. It would be worth it for you to sue me so I could see the receipts. Because I want to see them. I want to see those bulk orders, baby. I want to see those numbers.
Like they got any money to collect. I feel for anybody that has to deal with this type of garbage, and it's sad that we're in a timeline where people are constantly trying to weaponize victimhood to do foul things to...
That's what you're doing right now. That is literally what you're... Oh my God. This is funny. This is such a self-report.
For the people. But it's not just the tough skin that makes them even angrier. It's the winning. It's the fact that some of us are able to adapt, make the most of these crazy instances, and continue to grow. And that's what I encourage every creative to do that has to deal with such nonsense. We have a growing community of people that would truly rock with you.
Oh yeah, no, guys, he's not going to sue. He's not going to sue. He has no legal standing. But you know what? I would welcome it, because if he did sue, he would have to come receipts. He would have to come with paperwork proving it. And I want to see it. I want to see it. But of course, he doesn't want to provide that paperwork, so of course he's not going to sue.
You for you.
Plus, I mean, it's tough to prove anyway, because he's a fairly public figure. And yeah, honestly, it's just not a good lawsuit from any angle from him. But God, I want to see the receipts, dude.
You can be yourself. I know it can be difficult. You all have families, and it can be tough having the people that you love see all this bull crap. All because
you care about families. You care about families now. Okay, I'm getting a lot of usage from these clips, Deric, so thank you. So you care about families, but then you talk about this.
Just straight. This guy's claiming so much about bigotry, so much about women. Yo bitch ass, let me get here. Matter of fact, zoom into me, right? Yo bitch ass couldn't even stay with the fucking mother of your fucking children. 5'11", doughy, hair thinning like a motherfucker, and you could not stay with the mother of your fucking children, right? So you want to talk about, you've left your parents or your children with a single mom. You left your children with a single fucking mom, divorced, fat, and out of shape, right? And white, right? All I'm fucking saying is that this guy is sitting here trying, as a guy that divorced the fucking, he divorced the that's the worst thing you could possibly do, is leave your children to grow without. I know shit doesn't work out, but you are not in a position to talk about people not giving a fuck about women, right? When your bitch ass, you not even with the children. Wife left your bitch ass, right? Which, I guess shit happens. Look, shit happens. I ain't saying that it don't happen. All I'm saying is you in no position. You divorced. All I'm saying is you in no position to be acting like you give so much about fucking the women. Your bitch ass couldn't even stay with yours. Shut the fuck up talking to me. Wife left your hair thinning ass. You ain't even can't talk to your bitch ass. Can't talk to your kids, man. Can't talk to your children. And you talking about fucking trying to go to bat for women and fucking autistic people. Get the fuck out of my face. Your wife's boyfriend left your bitch ass and took the kids, said he shared custody. We know what the fuck that mean. You ain't sharing no damn custody. We already know what that mean. Tyrone raising them damn kids. Shared custody. You ain't got no motherfucking shared custody.
Oh, no, this is a performance, everybody. This is a performance. He's paid to do this by the Blaze. This is his job for the Blaze. He's a bully for the Blaze. That's it.
Ask that motherfucker who got custody. Motherfucker talking about shared custody. Get the fuck out of here, man. We know Tyrone ain't raising them damn kids. Tyrone raising them kids. The worst thing you can do and he's talking about kids, protecting the kids, right? You talked about protecting kids and all this stuff and what kids should learn. You ain't even.
Well, Deric, I actually don't think it's a big deal if kids know that trans and gay people exist. I don't. Because they do. I also, I would be more concerned about guns in classrooms than kids knowing about gay and trans people. But I have a feeling you have a different take on that matter. But hey, Tyrone's apparently raising my kids, so what do I know?
Your haters are LARPing as some dragon slayer, claiming you are a word that they can't even properly define. Don't stop. Be great. Keep winning.
A word that they can't even properly define. Deric, there was a key moment in that debate, and I kind of wish I drilled you a bit harder on it. I asked you to define woke, and you gave me a definition. And then I asked you, would a character being black in something be woke? And you said no. And I brought up, well, maybe you should talk to Jeremy Griggs because he's one of your buddies, and he says that type of stuff all the time. And he said, no, I don't do that. Yeah, his exact quote was something about, I don't do that pussy shit or something like that. Deric, since when is it pussy shit to talk to your friends and say, hey, I don't think you're doing something right. I think you're getting something wrong. I want to correct it. That's not pussy shit. That's being a good friend. But we all know. I don't even know if you guys are really friends. Maybe you are. Maybe you aren't. But it's all, you guys just work together because it's your job. You're a pundit for the Blaze. And Jeremy does a very similar grift. Does he work for the Blaze? Does he work for someplace else? I don't know. Maybe he does it for his own money. I doubt it, but maybe. But the fact is, you guys are just making money off this shit.
And when at all possible, monetize these losers. And when you get down, just remember this. That person behind that account, often a sock account, is more than likely some pencil neck, out of shape bozo that has his own personal issues. And because he doesn't actually know how to deal with his mommy and daddy problems, he's taking it out on you.
This feels like a self-report, Deric. What mommy and daddy problems are you talking about? This feels like a intense self-report right now.
Fuck him.
Does Deric have... God. Do we know anything about Deric August's family? Let me, excuse me, guys. I'm going to do a quick Google search and see if we know anything about his family, because that seems like a self-report there. That really does. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Eric July was born in Dallas, I said his name. Deric August was born in Dallas, Texas, and grew up in Oak Cliff. His parents separated when he was young, and he lost contact with his father. After getting involved in a gang activity as a teen, he was sent to Arkansas to live with his grandmother. He lost contact with his father. He was accusing me of doing that with my kids, which, no, they see me regularly. But that's what happened to him. Holy shit. This whole thing's oh, Jesus, wow. How much of this is a self-report? Later moved to Dallas, where he was shot in the knee at one point and kicked out of multiple high schools despite being a talented track. Oh, wow. That probably destroyed his track career. A narrow escape from a drive-by shooting and the death of a close friend caused July to reconsider his lifestyle. He attended University of Memphis on a track and field scholarship. Later, he went to Texas A&M College in Corpus Christi, where he majored in communications. August said he changed his political views from the far left to libertarian. He's a conservative now. At the time when reading black economists such as Thomas Sowell and Walter Williams. Interesting. That's fascinating. That was a self-report when he talked about father leaving his kids. He wasn't talking about me. He's talking about his own family. Wow. Well, I guess I have a little bit of sympathy for him now. He's still a bully and a piece of shit. But wow. Jesus Christ. Deric, fix up your life, man. You don't have to be... Here, let me do this properly. Deric, you don't have to be doing this. You don't. You have options in your life. Surely you've made enough money off the Blaze that you can break away and just do your own thing now. Just stop what you're doing. Just work on ISOM. Do some sort of project you want to do. Stop bullying people. Stop going after people who are more successful than you. Just stop going after people in general. Just work on your comic book and work on yourself. Maybe start a family, man. Be the father that your father couldn't be. Because I'm divorced, but I have a good relationship with my kids. Be the father you couldn't be. Okay?
Books, records, films, these things matter. Call me shallow. It's the fucking truth.
All right, so I was asking to just give me a character motivation for Isom. Why does he go? Why does he look for Jasmine?
Because his sister asked him to do it.
All right, so why does he say yes?
Because he cares about his family, specifically considering that this is a family friend. And he knows that his mother would chew his ass out in the event that's all explained in the text.
So he's literally just looking for this girl because his mom would chew him out if he didn't?
Yes.